I'm Todd McCartney and part of the Brown family here, and I get the pleasure of helping with this horse program. And as proud as we are of our horses, we're equally as proud of the history of our horse program. And it goes back to 1895, just as the start of the ranch. When R.A. Brown Sr. began to put this Throckmorton country together, horses and mules were vital. But the horses are a tool for us to raise our cattle just like they were for him in 1895. And what's neat about that history is how other historic ranches are kind of woven into the story. In the 20s, R.A. Brown had a band of what he called crossbred mares. Now, mind you, this was before AQHA was ever organized. Those crossbred mares, he bred them to a stud called Yellow Wolf from the Wagner Ranch. And then he started to put some horses on the ground that were having an impact. And then along in the 40s, from the 4-6s ranch, came a horse called Black Hancock. And again, we infused some good bloodlines there. And then in the 50s, from the 4-6s again, came Blue Gold. Of course, the Haythorne family up in Nebraska, the Haythorns and the Browns have been dear friends for generations, and those Eddie mares were infused somewhere along in the 50s and 60s, and all that came together to lay a mare foundation that we still have today. And what's neat is then we take more performance-bred horses, stallions, and put on those old school mares, and they seem to nick so well, putting between our legs horses that we can ride every day to do our job. You know, R.A. Brown Sr. was recognized and put in the Hall of Fame because probably about 1939, 1940, he was at the table when the AQHA was formed. And then his son, R.A. Brown, Rob Brown, was put in the Hall of Fame as well for continuing that work in the association. In 1997, the ranch won the Best of the Remuda Award and the inaugural Legacy Award, recognizing the type of ranch horses that we're raising today. So, you know, that history is important to us, and it is part of why we have such good horses on the ground right now. We don't raise a cutting horse per se, we don't raise a rope horse, we don't raise a racehorse, but I guarantee you through the week they're asked to do all of it. And we raise a ranch horse. And if we can raise a good of a ranch horse to carry our cowboys all day in all kinds of weather and all tough conditions, if we can raise a horse that can do that and do it smart and stay sound, then they can leave here and do anything for anybody. So that's the beauty of the horses that we have to sell.